JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. The Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to rap. Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Low.
Hey, yo, what's happening, people? Y'all know what time it is. It is 8:30-ish, and it is time for Classic Conversations with JT and Low. 404-500-1605. Boy, that's 2 weeks in a row. How about that? How you doing, bro? How you doing, man?
So, as you all know, it's Monday Night Football, and so far, right now, I'm doing okay. It's 3-0. We're not really playing well on offense. We're playing extraordinarily well on defense, which is shocking. So yeah, man, I'm trying not to be stressed tonight. I said I wasn't gonna let you guys stress me out tonight, man, but I'm trying, JT. But Aaron Rodgers really,
It's not.
it's really stressing me out right
Yeah, I
now.
was about to say it's not working.
Yeah.
It's not working. We've been here for the last 10 minutes. You've actually had a couple of outbursts already. So that's not working. That's not working for you this evening. But there, buddy, let's figure out a different plan. Maybe you won't be as stressed out, but stressed out, yeah, that's already here. Maybe not as stressed out. We'll go with that.
Go with that.
Whatnot and everything. So yeah, we're gonna get going. You know, we need to go ahead and set us up a segment, bro, for 45, 47. We need to just have us a segment because he's going to give us something every week. Period. He's gonna give us something every week. He gives us plenty, but you know, we just have to pick which, you know, to use. And right now, he actually jumped in on what was it? He was a producer, director,
Rob Reiner.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was Meathead from All in the Family.
Mm-hmm.
That was old Meathead, man.
Yeah, it took me a minute.
Turned from an actor into a very, very famous producer. And ran the family. Carl Reiner was his dad. You know what I mean? So he's one of the ones who's been in the industry his whole life. Yeah.
Tragic situation. Situation within the family. His son is actually the suspect in the murder of him and his wife, and
Of Rob Reiner
and his
Rob
wife.
Reiner's wife.
Yeah.
Basically, he killed his parents.
Yeah. So that part. So the person that a lot of people elected to voted for to run our country, jumps on social media and he says, a very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. This is what this man actually went out and typed, instructed somebody to type, wrote, said, and then it was typed. Either way, it came from him, and he doubled down on it today. You know, a lot of people, when they put tweets or whatever you want to call, are they still called tweets? Since Twitter is no longer Twitter, it's X. What is it called now? Is it still tweets?
I think it's still tweets.
Okay. You know, people will put something out on Twitter, put a tweet out, and it comes down real quick. But, you know, somebody's always able to screen grab it.
Oh, yeah. Once it's out there, it's out there.
Not this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to screen grab his stuff. You can go look for it right now, and it's still there. He doubled down on it, and he said, what he said? He became like a deranged person, a Trump derangement syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country. This is unbelievable, bro.
No, what's unbelievable is the person that wrote that is the occupant, as brother said.
Yeah.
He's currently the president of the United States of America. And the president of the United States of America, who's supposed to be for all people, who's supposed to be the person of peace, you're supposed to be the person who comforts, you know what I mean, caring for your country, no matter who or what party they are on,
Exactly.
You're supposed to be the person that says, I'm the one to bridge the gap. I know you may not have voted for me. However, it's my job. Not this guy.
Mm-mm.
This guy is the polar opposite. He says, you go against me, you mud, alive or dead.
Period. Hey, man.
Don't care.
It is.
Don't care. It's crazy, man. This man was just murdered. This man and his wife were murdered, bruh. These people have family members. And you have zero remorse, zero. And you use this as an opportunity to continue to boost who you are. Junk is
And
person they voted for, man.
I hear a lot of people talk about the way this guy goes about his way, and with no fear, no caring, no whatever, doing everything that a sitting president or even a former president would ever do or say, and he just goes about and does it. Everybody like, man, see, I bet if Obama knew that he could have done that back in his day, he'd have done it. I said, no, he couldn't have. This guy here is protected.
So, but even in that comparison, and y'all can hear me right, Dwayne, because I feel like my mic is really, really low. Okay, great.
Okay.
It's like even with President Obama, because of his complexion, he was always going to be limited in things he could do or say without. He caused enough controversy just being who he was.
Yeah, walking in the room.
So I won't even put him in that category, JT. I dare to say there's been no president in our lifetime that has been so blatantly uncaring of other people's feelings, emotions, concerns. I don't name the president. You may not even. None of them have ever.
Do you think that any one of them?
I say our lifetime.
Do you think
sure,
that any one of them could have done this, and pretty much because gotten away with it? Do you think any other president could have done this and gotten away with it?
And gotten away with it?
Yeah, like he's doing.
No, not to this magnitude of what he does and says. Ronald Reagan was loved.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think he had a lot of people that would have backed a lot of things he did or said. You know what I mean? But the second Bush, I think, was a little bit more arrogant than the father was.
Yeah.
And probably could have got away with some of this as well. He probably was. He was probably more, from an arrogant standpoint, probably the most arrogant to me in my life as the current sitting guy, in terms of because he was so rich. He was so what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's just face facts. Money plays a big part.
Yeah, power.
Money and power plays a major part in how people come across. But I just don't think even him. I have never seen a president who just didn't care about other people's feelings, emotions, whatever. Period. I don't think no one has ever done this, man. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. You know what's even more amazing? It's more amazing that people are okay with it. You know what I mean? That makes it even more amazing, is that there are people who will still support this and say this is okay, and well, they would ride with him.
Do you think those
That's
people, most likely those people are the people that voted for him?
100%.
So do you think that those people are riding with them because they voted for him, so they got to ride with him? Not that they actually agree with what he's doing, but I got to show strong in my 45, 47-isms.
Again, for the people who are in power, right? I get they're not gonna do it because they know if they say something, he gonna come back at them, so they're afraid.
Mm-hmm.
But the people, your everyday people though, bruh. You know what I mean? Your everyday people who stand by that BS, that's the ones I don't know where we were the other day, but people were talking about the cult concept.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your people who are, these people who will never touch this man. You'll never have a meeting with him. He's never going to do anything for you on any shape, level of, you know what I mean? Those people who still would say, that's right. You know what I mean?
And believe it.
And stand by it.
Mm.
They will stand by what he just said about Rob Ryan and his family. The man is gone, bro. The man's gone. And this what and you use this as a soapbox? That junk's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's one thing if Joe Blow says this stuff. This is the sitting president of the United States of America speaking on another American citizen. He would dare say something about this about Putin or anybody. You know what I mean? You wouldn't dare. He wouldn't dare. He wouldn't dare. Billy Bad wouldn't do that. This dude, man. Dude, man. I said, this dude, man.
Yeah, we got to get us a name for our segment because, like I said, he's always going to give us. He's always going to give us something to talk about. Always going to give us something to talk about. I like that one.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we got to get that drop. You got to get that drop.
But condolences to the family, man. That got to be devastating to know. He had two other kids. They're all adults now, so I won't say children, but he had two other kids, man. And to know that your brother took your mother and father and stabbed her to death.
That's.
So you got to figure it got to be some kind of either mental health stuff and or, folks like that, they kill for money. You know what I mean? Life insurance. I don't know what you gonna do. It'd be interesting to see when the story comes out what it was all about.
I mean, it
but
must
you know
be
they will
pretty
kill
big,
for money.
knowing that it's 3 of them. So whatever you killed for is you're only getting a third of it.
Yeah, well, you're not getting none of it now.
Yeah, at all. I mean, yeah, I'm with you on that. It had to be some type of episodic break or something like that because
that's what you got to assume.
Then you're doing it with a knife. Kind of hard to get away with that one. So it's not like that doesn't seem like a crime. I ain't gonna say of passion, but a crime that you're trying to do and reap the benefits from because a knife is pretty. You're usually gonna get caught up on that one. You ain't gonna usually get away with that one too tough.
Hey man, kill your parents though, bro. I mean, the Menendez boys did it, and that was for the money. A bunch of spoiled brats.
You ever look at that documentary?
Not the most recent one, no.
Okay, yeah,
you saw that.
That's some.
It was deep.
To see the movie and then to see the doc
So I saw
with them.
Okay.
Actually speaking themselves.
The parents or the boys?
The boys.
Okay.
It was the movie was close, but it wasn't them boys. That's why they really did it because they wanted to. They wasn't saying they were innocent, but they wanted to do it so that people wouldn't believe what they saw in the movie. It was pretty. It was different. It was a different doc. Yeah, it was a movie then a documentary. Which leads me to this, not saying that in this case, not in this case with this kid here, but I read somewhere somebody was saying something about mental health, and they were saying that a lot of people are using mental health issues or trauma to escape accountability. Something not, like I said, not with this one. Not with that case, but let's say somebody beating on their children, beating on their kids, and they're using the trauma of their childhood to not take accountability for what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are saying now because mental health has become such a something is out in front right now that a lot of people are using that in defense, to defend themselves and be able to escape accountability for the wrongs that they're doing. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I definitely think there's a lot of truth to that. I remember the stuff we talked about a while back where we talked about something very similar to that, and I was like, this is, they just go to mental health because they know that's the way to kind of take the monkey off your back. So I think there's a lot of truth to it. And there's a fine line. And how do you find that?
Right.
That fine line. But typically when you have people like this, there's history.
Yeah, this case is
now if it just came out the blue, then for not just for this case, but just in general.
Yeah.
Just something comes out the blue. But, but typically there's some kind of history behind it. And so I would imagine that there's some history behind it. If that's the case, I just saw my mom just say there was some kind of argument. But again, what was the argument about?
To make you kill your parents.
You kill your parents. And even if it was an argument, it could still be a mental,
Yeah.
but not, and not just kill your parents, bro, but to stab him to death.
Yeah, that's
I mean, that's just a different, that's different, man.
Yeah, like I said, that's up close and personal. That is
That's different, man.
You can snap and pull a trigger. But when you stab somebody
repeatedly,
yeah, so
I again, I have to figure out, get some more information on, all the other stuff, because how you can stab both of them, unless you slit one throat, huh? Let it happen. They'll land there, or you kill them in different places and you put them there. There's just no telling. It's gonna be interesting to hear the story, but it's just one way or the other. It's sad. It's sad to hear it, and not just because these people are famous or he is, but anybody, man. You know what I mean? It's just to kill your own parents, man. It's crazy. But to hit this idiot of a occupant to have is even crazier. That this is the opportunity you take to. It's like you're happy that somebody that spoke out against you is dead.
Yeah,
and you're happy about
that's
it. And
exactly what
you're
it's
basically
like.
saying that's what they get, and that's sad. And that's sad.
And that's what he said.
That's sad.
He said that they have passed away together, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive and unusual. Hey, that's basically what he's saying. Because you was going against me and you made other people go against me, that's why you died.
That's why you died. Insane. This is the president of the United States of America.
You
bro.
really have to think a lot of yourself to feel that somebody got killed because they made some other people angry. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he might. After he gets sentenced, he might pardon him.
It'll be a state case. It won't be a federal case.
Hey, man, this is that dude. He might go in the courtroom while it's happening. He might walk right in there. I mean, he does stuff that you just would not expect to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, he's threatening this whole election thing. That's so far away. It's crazy to think that how long we still have to deal with this stuff. But anyway, we'll figure something else out. Talk about him.
His goal is to make you never have to deal with it again. That's his goal. That's his goal.
Yeah.
Remember that part now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
His goal is that there will be no other election.
Yeah. So I could see him walking into a courtroom. What was this? California? That happened? L.A. Yeah, I could see him walking in there and trying to take over.
But it's like, I want y'all to think about it though, man. Do you think his supporters would do anything to stop him from doing that, no matter how against the justice system, the Constitution it is? Because everything he's done so many other things against the Constitution.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think they would really do anything to stop him?
Well,
The Supreme Court he's already put in his pocket.
That's what I'm saying. He's put everybody in place to where if they do, they're cut off.
Yeah.
They're cutting off their lifeline if they go against this man.
Yeah.
That's what he's done. He's gotten everybody got all his ducks in a row. Got them in a row. So then, like you said, the cult-like part of it is for the regular, Joe and Johnny's and all of them, those regular cats, that's the cult side of it. But like you said, those people of power, they're not going to do anything because of the simple fact that if they do something, their power is gone. Their well will run dry real quick. So that's where that one goes. So that was our segment on 45-47. We're gonna get a matter of fact. Right now we got what was it? 45-47. That's that right now. But we're trying to figure out a name for our segment for 45, 47, y'all. Or we can even put his name. I just don't like saying the dude's name.
The occupant.
Yeah. That's the one. I think we might have to.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The occupant files.
The occupant file.
The occupant files. And then at the end of the month, go back and look and see which one was the was the most deranged. Well, the other thing that took the news this week, your Michigan Wolverines, head guy, bruh, as soon as it happened, I said, damn, Lo. That's all I can say. Damn, Lo. I know. That's the way I felt when Hubert Davis came out and told everybody that his wife was white. I felt, but yours goes a little deeper, but that's the way I felt.
Yeah.
I feel that, the coach of your team does something stupid like this. So if y'all don't know, we're talking about, what's his name, Sharon, what's his last name?
Sharon Moore.
Sharon Moore. I don't want to say Grant, I don't know. But Sharon Moore got fired from University of Michigan with cause. With cause means that they do not have to do a buyout or anything like that. Because when it first happened, I was in my car? I just couldn't, I was like, wow, this man just won 9 games. He beat Ohio State. Why in the world are they firing him? And then when everything else came out behind it, I understood why and everything. Supposedly he has some mental health issues. They're saying that he had mental health issues, and the athletic director, he actually knew about these issues, and he fired him without having anyone else present, and supposedly that's what kind of sent him over the deep end. That's what they're saying anyway. But basically, the man was having an affair. And there's a lot of different stories going around. She became pregnant. She had the abortion. He upped her salary. I think her salary went from $53,000 to $99,000 in 2 years or something like that. Once he got fired, this way I'm trying to make sure I'm the order of it. I'm not for sure. You probably know more, but once he got fired, he supposedly went over to her house because she was the reason that he got fired, because she finally came forward with the truth about them having the affair. They haven't said if it's her or not, but this was the apartment that it was done in was his assistant. His assistant. Supposedly he broke in. Is that right? Did he break in? He broke in. Had a butter knife. That tells you right there he wasn't about to kill nobody. That tell you right there he wasn't about to kill nobody. He had a butter knife. And he could have cut himself, but it's gonna take a long time to bleed out from that from a butter knife. But he threatened to kill himself, threatened to kill her. And did he leave and then get arrested on the way back home?
Yeah.
At church?
At a church parking lot.
Was he leaving church?
No.
They pulled him over there.
His downfall. Yeah, it's that was it.
Yeah, but him and his wife has shown a unified front. They were seen leaving the attorney's office on Sunday. That was the first time he had been out around where anybody could see him since the arrest and everything. I thought it was fun too, not funny, but I thought it was strange that he actually was in jail for 2 days. At that point, I thought maybe the wife had gotten mad and wasn't going to use the money to bail him out. But usually white women don't. They don't take. they don't usually get you out. They'll do that. Now, if that was a sister, he probably would still be in jail today. Yeah, if that was a sister, he probably would still be in jail today.
Hilarious.
But now other stories are coming out. He supposedly the OnlyFans chick that he offered tickets to. I don't know how true that is, but supposedly he offered season tickets to an OnlyFans girl for a foursome right after the championship game. Texas, that was played in Texas when y'all won a championship. Yeah, she said that she ended up at the hotel and he offered her season tickets.
Agree.
She got to pay for him.
No, he ain't got.
Oh, he ain't got to pay for him. I thought you were talking about she. I say she got to pay for him. But I wonder, was he going to give her the tickets or was he going to give tickets to everybody that was in the force?
Nah.
Was he giving season tickets to all the participants or just to her to round up the other two people, to have the foursome with or whatever? Very good point, Dwayne. Very good point. What you think on it, Lo? What you think is happening? Do you think all of it is? First thing I saw somebody said it. You know him, Malcolm. Our old boy Malcolm used to play with us.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm said it was a setup. What you think?
So I've heard different things, right? To include the setup part. We were talking about the other night. Baller was saying the same thing. Oh, they set him up. Somebody else said the same thing, man. People been reaching out to me, man, who don't even watch football. They don't care nothing about college football, especially. You know what I mean? Everybody know who Yeah, man. So it's crazy. It's crazy in the conversation. I be like, you what? Yeah, I heard about your boy. What? So that's funny. But to me, it doesn't matter whether or not they set him up or not. There's always, if you remember after Harbaugh left, he went a whole year without a contract. He coached a whole first year without a contract.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They didn't want to give him a contract, period. So just knowing that, and it wasn't just about stuff they heard. It was really about the Harbaugh thing, and we know what else was about. Right. There's never been a black football coach in the history of the University of Michigan. Never. I don't even recall before him a coordinator. There's been position players.
Wow.
But it may have been. I don't recall a coordinator being black.
Wow.
So him being the offensive coordinator was a big step, But that's Harbaugh. I give Harbaugh credit. He's always surrounded himself with, Harbaugh's always been that's why I like him as a coach. But so knowing that, right, you have to know that if you sneeze wrong, they're going to look at you a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? This dude is 39 years old. You were the head coach of one of the blue bloods of football.
One of the most powerful symbols in sports.
Bruh. In sports.
That yellow M.
Say what you want to say.
Yeah.
In sports.
Yeah. That's a fact.
It's the University of Michigan,
That's
man.
a fact. Yeah.
39 years old. This is a job of a lifetime. There are people who fought tooth and there were people who made to give their left toe to be the coach at the University of Michigan. You know what I'm saying? And so to me, I don't care if they sent Blondie in there butt booty naked, JT.
You got to know.
You got to be like, hey, looks good. Put your clothes on.
Right.
I'm going to step on out. Hey, somebody come here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Open
Bruh.
the door.
Hey, bruh.
Open the door.
Listen, man. It's the University of Michigan. And you just, after working that first year without a contract, you just signed a 5-year, $30 million contract
Yes,
at the University of Michigan.
Yes, he did.
Hey, listen, JT, we've all been experienced people in our lives. I don't want nothing that's worth $5 million a year.
Hey, dog. And that's what I said.
Hey, if yours is $5 million a year worth, I don't want no parts of it.
I want to know what it was that this woman was doing to this man. And he wasn't no old dude.
39
You know what I'm saying?
years
He's 39.
old.
So,
Hey,
old cats, get.
hey.
And you
Another one, you in Michigan.
I was just going to say, you in Michigan, man.
You're in Michigan. They're
Why-
everywhere.
Why do you have to have the one that works right up under you?
Come on, man.
Why?
Listen, but I'm told you I told you the other day. To me, I'm the coach at the University of Michigan. I'm 39 years old. I'm a black man. It doesn't, to me, bruh, it's like she could have been my executive assistant. She could have been the doggone vice chancellor in the arts department. She could have been also whatever in the English department. It wouldn't have mattered. Hey, not here. Not here. You can't mess with nothing that will give you a black eye. And you just witnessed Mel Tucker of Michigan State.
Exactly.
The exact same thing 2 years ago. You witnessed it. You were at Michigan when it was going on. You see how they drugged that man. They drug him. Anybody seen any signs of Mel Tucker the last 2 years?
Nah.
None. None. He'd be lucky to get a high school coaching job. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
As talented these guys are, hey, bro, you can't, not here. You gave this girl you gave your whole department a 10% raise. She got a 50% raise.
It was 72%. She had a 72% raise.
Come on, man. What we doing, man?
Yeah.
What we doing, man?
Yeah.
So my point is, I can't go with the setup. I can't go with it.
It's hard for that.
They may have done it. They may have. They may have told her, you his type. You ate the bait, bro. You took it.
Yeah,
you took it.
Yeah.
You took it. Hey, man, listen. That's all I can say. But I don't want.
And you kept eating the bait.
Hey, to the point that you done crashed out.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, you want to know what crashing out look like?
There it is. That's what I said. I said, man,
You done broke into this woman's house. Listen, you go home first. Your wife done cussed you out. You leave the house. You go over her house and say, you just ruined my life. You pull out a butter knife. I'm gonna kill both of us, or no, you gonna watch me die.
Your blood gonna be
my blood gonna be on your ass. Man, what are you
man.
doing, man? So I think the lockup part was a combination of, first of all, if you have any kind of domestic stuff, they're supposed to hold you anyway. You're not supposed to get an automatic bond because it's domestic. They don't want you to go right back out and kill the person.
Yeah, all right.
So they're supposed to hold you until you see a judge. So he had to go see the judge first.
Okay.
Yeah, he had to go see the judge first. And I'm sure because the wife is the one who had the location of him. So the wife called and said, because I'm pretty sure he had some,
Yeah,
so she called and told them, hey, he may be suicidal.
Right, yeah. She did make that call.
So that's when they went, and then she gave them the location. That's when they went and got him. And then they got the call as well about that fly. Yeah.
How in the world, and that's another thing. If you doing all this, how well your wife got your location?
Because you at work. She there.
But
she was an executive assistant.
But he was at her apartment, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had crashed out at that point. Yeah,
Didn't turn it off. Just
Yeah. But
I was thinking the wife,
we don't know,
the wife knew about it.
in this JT, that's about we don't know.
Yeah.
She's young, he young. It's a different world. It's possible.
Yeah.
Who knows that dynamic?
Yeah, still a $5
You know what I
million
mean?
contract
Hey.
that she's sitting in the middle of too.
Hey. Yeah, he won. The first investigation, he passed it. He cleared the first investigation.
Yeah.
Everything was good.
And see,
Then something happened. Something happened on the double back.
Even
There's
with
a whole
that-
bunch of rumors about Plan B pill. I don't necessarily believe. You just can't believe everything you hear.
Yeah.
But go, what you about to say?
Even with that, if I got away with it the first time, listen, girl, it was nice.
No. It was just 2 weeks ago. He just got cleared 2 weeks ago. It just happened.
Oh, he just got cleared.
He just got cleared the investigation.
thought that was
they
earlier.
didn't want to do it during the season. So as soon as the season ended, that's when they started. They went through the rep investigation. They did a lot of interviews. So he just got cleared. So something happened where somebody
She gave it.
she
Yeah,
gave
called
it up,
him.
but somebody called her in. She
Yeah.
got called back into the office. Somebody had to have something on her, made an offer
Well,
to
see,
her,
I
or something
read
else that
that-
made her decide to give it up.
I read
at
that,
that point.
she called them. And so with that happening, if that was the case, that means that he
Because-
either said something or did
Well,
something
that
to her to
rumor
piss her
came
off.
because they said she was trying to break up with him. She was trying to end it, and he said, "You ain't going nowhere. Your job, da 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 da." So then that's other rumors that he was supposed to broke up with. Well, she was trying to break it off with him. He was basically saying, "No, you're not going nowhere." You know what I mean? And so she was like, "Well, this is the only way I can end it. I'm gonna end everything." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got my salary.
Yeah. So and she know they're not gonna fire her.
Oh no, they can't.
You know what I mean? So, which is why they like most organizations have a zero tolerance policy on that kind of stuff for that reason, because any kind of lawsuit, any kind of thing is you gonna automatically cost you millions. So
She might keep her salary, but I guarantee you she won't have that same position for the next coach. You can't be my executive assistant. You can keep your salary, but
Yeah.
you're not going to be in my office every day. And you said that
she don't get such a nice severance package. If they release it, they ain't gonna.
you said there's never been a black head coach at the
Never.
University of Michigan. Guess what?
Well, weird other one.
There never will be again.
No time soon, brother. It's gonna be just as foreign as another black president of the United States of America, boy. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's
gonna be a minute.
I read somewhere because of his age that there's actually a path for him back into coaching. What you think?
Well,
Because
there's definitely. I think there is a path, right? I think what hurt him more than anything else that also may help him is what we just discussed earlier, the mental health portion.
Hmm.
That is going to hurt him. There you go. It's gonna give people some type of sentiment of
some empathy,
and
they're gonna have him in treatment.
he got to show that.
Yeah.
He got to show the treatment. He got to show, certain things. But I definitely do believe that he's gonna have a hard time getting another job. Right? He's a brilliant coach. Again, 39 years old.
I mean, the relatability at that age to these younger kids, he had it.
He was his. Thank you. What I was gonna say was his other advantage was he was a phenomenal recruiter. He was one of the main people responsible for flipping the kid last year from LSU to Michigan. He's a phenomenal recruiter, which is the scary part for a Michigan fan is, how many players you're gonna lose.
Right.
Because once your coach is fired, you could automatically transfer.
And it's right now.
Man.
It's right now during the portal season.
Right at the bowl season. You know what I mean? So right now they haven't had a big influx of people leaving the guys that are going to play a bowl game because they were scared that it may be such a huge transfer situation. They weren't going to play the bowl game, and we got Texas, so it's not like it's going to be a cakewalk. So and that's what they said the president, dude Manuel, he's a brother, which is Ward Manuel, which is another big thing for the University of Michigan, so naturally he's gonna be under scrutiny.
I was just gonna, and that's the part of it too. Like I said, now because of this, people are now looking at him. They're gonna look at him even more now. You don't realize the effect that this could have across college football.
It's a ripple effect. No doubt about
it. If a black head coach couldn't do what he was supposed to do for the University of Michigan, how in the world are you going to do what you're supposed to do at the University of Wake Forest? If Michigan is not important to a black head coach, then what is? It's that ripple effect. But of course, in the path back, it was like, of course, you're going to have to take lesser jobs, the JUCO route and all that type of stuff. And maybe he should go to an HBCU, which I
now that's not bad.
yeah, that's the path that they say that he
Now
should.
because it's not bad because you go to any other major university. Like I saw a repairman say he'll never coach at the FCS or FBS level again. I wouldn't say never, but because of his ability to recruit, because of his experience, you are still a coach of a national champion. You're the offensive coordinator of a team that won a national championship, went undefeated. You beat Alabama 2 years back to back as an offensive coordinator and as a head coach. You know what I mean? You have some things under your belt,
that people still want.
that people can have to say, hey, you won a game, run the ball 20-something, 30-something straight times. You know what I mean? So I think he does. He will have a path back. It's going to be a fragile one. But going to HBCU would be brilliant because any other major school is going to come with all the media. So a lot of schools will hire people like that again. They just don't want to have all the media stuff because every time your name comes up, oh, yeah, you remember he was a coach. That's, you know what I mean? It's just, of course, unless you're Rick Pitino or Bobby Petrino. Remember, Rick Pitino did the exact same thing. Didn't skip a beat. You know what I mean? Bobby Petrino did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So, and there's a long list of these people who did the exact same things. They got a different complexion. But I think HBCU would be brilliant because even with negative media, they'll take it.
Hey,
bring the attention to us.
hey, Morehouse got an opening.
Yeah. I don't think he'll do nothing this year, and that's. I don't
Oh,
think
yeah, I know that-
it'd be
that
wise
this
to not
year-
do no coaching over next. You know what I mean? You got to clean this up.
Yeah,
You got to clean this up. I mean, hopefully they were frugal with their money. I mean, he got about $13-14 million out of his deal. He lost $14 million remaining on the contract. You can, he got fired with the calls. Sure, he'll come back with a lawyer and try to sue. Then Michigan has to decide whether or not that lawsuit is worth the whole 14, or we'll do a $2 million settlement.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
settlement.
Those things happen. So, but I think there is a path. Alabama getting 4-year linemen. That true? I ain't looked yet, man. I've been scared to look. We stole their running backs. They probably gonna, but and then here the other thing is that they got to really find a coach. And you got to do it fast.
Got to do it fast
because
if you lose Underwood,
oh my goodness, bruh, the whole team was young. We had nothing but freshmen. That's what I'm saying. That team was loaded with freshmen.
And he's the one that he got from LSU, right? Underwood.
Yes.
And who's at LSU right now?
Lane Kiffin.
Please believe they're already on the phone to his agent. Oh, please, come on now. You know Lane Kiffin has already reached out. His team has already reached out to Underwood's agent.
He don't seem like a Lane Kiffin QB. That's all. That was my pause was.
Okay.
He don't seem like a typical Lane Kiffin QB, but Lane Kiffin is an offensive guru, so he could probably turn anybody to. So it's something, man. I'm really, I ain't gonna say I'm disappointed in him. You're disappointed in the decision. You know what I mean? But he is amongst. We were talking about it the other day, man. Folks don't really. There's been wars that have been caused for that doggone woman. You know what I mean? There's been wars, bro. There's been actual in your history. There's been actual wars. Look at Queen of Sheba. You know what I mean? It's just, we can go. There's been actual wars fought over women. You know what I mean? So, hey, it's a drug. I was saying the other day, man. It's like how many? Somebody asked me the question. They said, "Do you think he learned his lesson, and you think it's going to be a lesson for others?" That was the question that was posed to me, and my response was, "How many people, just in our lifetime, have died from drug overdose? Entertainers, superstars, who died from drug overdose, and you be like." The Michael Jacksons, your Prince, your Whitney Houstons, these greats, and they died from drugs.
And you feel that people should learn from it.
And then think about the people before them. Think about the people in my mom's generation and your mom,
Yeah.
And all the ones that died from drugs.
Right.
And you thought that the Michael Jackson Prince would learn from them. And think about now, you know what I mean? Little rapper who just died. People don't learn. They don't, you know what I mean? It's like, did they learn anything? No. No. It's going to be a story for the day. It's going to be a story for tomorrow. And then everybody going to go right back to their regular scheduled program. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they didn't learn from drugs, you know they going to learn from that doggone.
Hey, I ain't lying, bro. That thing powerful.
That thing powerful.
That thing powerful. I tell people all the time.
The prisons are full of people. the prisons are full of people.
Yeah. Look, cemeteries are full of people because of that thing. Because of that thing, man. That thing powerful, boy.
So did they learn something? Oh, man.
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah. That's the problem with that boy, the occupant right now. He ain't getting none of that thing from nowhere. That's his problem. He too busy doing all this other stuff, man. I tell people.
That's terrible repair, man.
Shoot, right, man. That thing will get you every time, man.
Hey, man. It's a powerful drug, bro.
Think about every movie that you've ever seen about a gangster.
Mm-hmm.
What was that gangster's downfall?
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. Every time, man.
Nino Brown. Scarface. All of them. All of them. When they were just out, right, Ghost. When they were just out there in them streets, just whatever. But boy, when that thing grab a hold of you, shit, man. It's undefeated.
Hey, man.
It's like the internet.
Hey, man. It brought down a whole lot of folk, bro. It just brought down a whole lot of folk, man. You know what I mean?
It's the most, it's the most powerful thing.
With
on
Bill
this
Clinton,
earth.
I did not have sex with that woman.
Hey, man. Hey.
It is in the Oval Office.
We have to do a show on that on the power of that thing.
The
man.
power?
We have to do a show on the power of that thing. We have to do a show on it because, boy,
oh, man.
I fell trapped in my days. I fell for it, too.
It's crazy,
man. It will get you in. Oh, boy.
They ain't a man around that had some type of experience that ain't did nothing just straight stupid. You know what I mean? You can look back, you're like, man, that jump was stupid.
The hell was I doing?
What was I thinking about?
I'm sitting outside her damn house. What am I doing? I've done it. I've sat out and had my seat reclined, coming up looking.
You seen Joker drive 3-4 hours. Like, you about to do what? And you say you gonna turn right back around?
For a hot 20 minutes.
In the rain. Oh, man.
That's it.
That's hilarious.
I think
Frank Lucas.
I may have just come up with the top 5 for the night.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Shit, I had 5. Yeah,
Oh, man.
5 illegal things, 5
God,
unruly
dog.
things, 5 unholy things.
Long story short, brother Sharon Moore, man. We praying for you, bro.
Look.
I hope you bounce back. My guy. You know what I mean?
It's like I said, not disappointed in you. Yeah. Right. He got $5 million. Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. Yeah. So in other words, there's a small smidgen of understanding. It's a smidgen. Because once you cross that line, you can't.
It's hard, bro. Yeah, man. It's like he like I said, there's a whole lot of people that judge me. I ain't judging the brother. I can just say you would just think because of all the previous examples we gave, that $30 million would have had you thinking a little bit differently.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what I mean? Whether my point to him is, brother, I ain't down even for what you did. I'm down for who you did it to. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, just not right here. You know what I'm saying? They not right here at work, bro. You got a 0 you signed a zero tolerance contract. Not right. Hey, not right here, bro. Just not right here.
In one of the whitest states in America.
Bruh.
If that's what you...
That girl, they showed a picture of that girl, man.
If that was your flavor, you was in the
She
right...
everywhere. She everywhere.
Right.
Hey, she's everywhere. Facts, bro.
Oh, boy. Think about some of the stupid stuff I done. My head damn near spinning, boy. Oh, my God. All right, man, listen, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about, I don't know if you saw the local headlines with T.I., something that he said on the podcast in regards to the church being a business and how he don't feel that it's actually real. We'll be right back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left. It was dry to the right. It was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left. It was dry to the right. It was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Classic Konversation with JT and Lou. We're back. That's crazy.
Ready to find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all.
Start off early on. Mom chimed in. He said he had a history of using drugs. Okay. The boy who killed Rob Reiner's son had a history of using drugs. Makes sense. She said call him slime. Let's see here. Unc chimed in. Kiki said, yeah, that mistress gave him mental health. He lost millions behind a woman who didn't want him anymore. Yep. Unc chimed in and said, standard story, too much money at an early age, Hollywood drugs, father, mother tried hard. He was never all there. Dude was crazy. The wife knew all along he was having an affair.
That's what we was just talking about.
Repairman said he would never coach. DK. She told everyone in the department his daughters has to live with the consequences. Yeah, his daughters, they're young.
I think they got one is still in the stroller.
Yeah, one's 3 years old. I think the oldest is like 10, 12. So they're young girls. I'm sure they're gonna get out the area, you know.
Sell that house for cheap.
He gave me this horrible news.
Somebody gonna get them a good deal on that house.
Perryman gave me this horrible news. Said Alabama already took 4 more players. All linemen. That's the worst thing you want to lose is linemen. Said Alabama getting your rushing, your defensive tackle, tight end, and right tackle. God,
good Lord.
Said the outside keep them folks sick. Yeah, they made a song about it. Outside keep them folks sick. Yeah, man. That's it.
Okay, so recently, before we get into the business of church, recently there was, we had somebody, my man Harvey, prayers to Harvey also. Glad you're doing better, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
Had him on the show, and we was talking about, the anger issues and stuff like that he see in the job that he does. He works with a lot of youth for Fulton County. Well, there was just recently a stabbing at North Atlanta High School. Kids was fighting, and the kid he flipped him, threw him down. He was winning, but then he pulled out a knife and he stabbed him. What was it, about 3 or 4 times?
Multiple times.
Because it looks like there's a video out of people. He stepped back and then went back in and stabbed him a couple of more times. What is happening, bro, in our schools? Because as we've talked to other people about this, Dwayne know of someone that works at a school, said that there's a lot of stuff like that go on at these schools that don't make the news. So how is this happening so much in schools where students are being high schools where students are being assaulted like this? What do you think? Is it a security issue? Is it parenting? Is it that some of the educators are just there not realizing that your job is actually more than just educating?
I think it's so much. I think it was scissors. Actually, I don't think it was a knife. I think it was actually scissors that he went to get out of his bag. From what I've understood, it was scissors, not a knife. So it wasn't necessarily a
weapon that he brought in, or whatever.
That he brought in. Yeah. So if he had scissors, I imagine you still have scissors in school. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's so unfortunate because, like I said, he slammed the kid. Once he slammed that kid, the fight was over with anyway. You know what I mean? And I never really saw the kid, and we watched the video, I never really saw where he gave a whole lot of fight.
The kid that got slammed.
Yeah, I didn't see where he was giving a whole lot of fight. The most I saw the kid do was grab him at the point of, you know what I mean? But I didn't see him grab him. It just seemed like he was inferior. I don't know if the kid, maybe bullied him as another play. I don't know, man. Without having all the backstory, but just the visual of it was he had the upper hand.
Didn't look like that kid wanted to fight.
Didn't like the kid wanted to fight. What led up to the fight, I don't know. I don't know if it was a racial thing said. I don't know. And that could have, played a part. Jokers are quick to use words that they can't back up. But at the point that you slammed them, you had them. And I was really disappointed in, number one, that fight went on long enough. There was enough yelling and commotion around that you would have thought you would have saw a teacher, administrator, somebody, step in, at some point. It was also disappointing that, the only time a student tried to stop him is when he was going back after the kid was already down. You know what I mean? Before that, everybody kind of just made space.
Yeah.
And you can imagine the recording you saw is probably 50 more of them because everybody was recording.
That's what
Nobody
was standing around with phones.
Everybody's standing around on phone watching the fight, man. And that's the unfortunate part. And then it's like, I think this kid was 16, 17. I don't know how the exact age, but it's like, man. And I said this to y'all, it's like, how are you so angry at this age? You know what I mean? And you just said, Dwayne was saying off camera about a friend works in the school system, talking about all the other stabbings and 2 girl stabbings. And, bro, how are we so angry?
And you would think
at this age, man,
with the advantages that kids have.
The teacher hands are tied. Yeah, and I agree with that, and that's very unfortunate.
And that's where it's gotten. You know how sometimes now they say, like in the streets, if you see some people fighting, you kind of go, you don't step in, you go on about your business. And I think that's actually has crept into the school system also, in the educational system. And you can't. I mean, who knows? The teacher could have came in and gotten stabbed too. And I'm sure that's what some of them are thinking. I ain't stepping in no fight, and then I get stabbed. No different than, if I'm walking down the street and I see 2 cats fighting, I ain't going in there to break it up. I'm probably not going to pull my phone out to record it. I don't know how they do it so fast. I got to unlock my phone. By the time I do it, they finish.
Hey, I'm with you. It would take me a minute to get that damn record though.
Man, they do it so fast. I mean,
move the phone or the video. That help me. Like,
yeah, it's like they like on the go. I mean, man, I got to come up and I got to put the code in, and then I got to find the video, and it's gonna come up on camera. I'm gonna be taking pictures instead of doing a video. It'd be over with by the time I actually did it. But I've always said that educators and law enforcement are the most underpaid professions that we have. Those are the most underpaid professions that we have, especially in education, especially talking about high schools and stuff like that. And I think that is going to keep more teachers from doing what, not all teachers, because I know some teachers that actually pour into their kids with more than just education. You know, they're talking to them about life and telling them what's wrong and telling them you shouldn't be talking like that or you shouldn't be saying that to that young lady, and that type of stuff. But there are some teachers out there that, they're getting their check, or it's a stop on their career path. It's a job instead of a career, instead of a calling. And I think that's because of the low pay, that's going to happen more and more to where you're going to start seeing a turnover so high in the teaching profession. The only teachers that you see that's been teaching for a long time has really been teaching for a long time. They've been teaching 14, 15 years. Everybody else has started, I would say, within the last 3 or 4 years, they're gone.
Yeah. I mean, because it's unfortunate because, when incidents happen, the teachers are like guilty until they get the black man justice. They're guilty to proven innocent.
Yeah, if they do
something. If they do anything, they put their hands on them, they got to answer questions no matter how bad the child was acting, no matter how ignorant the child got, the teacher has to completely, do a whole lot just to get exonerated for that jump, man. And it's definitely,
And you see it a lot on these, especially on TikTok. Boy, you see a lot of kids rushing teachers. You see it a lot. And like you said, half the time the teachers are defending themselves. And like you said, they have to go through hell to try and exonerate themselves. It's what you Googled something over there, didn't you? Says the second stabbing at that school with scissors this year. I like you need to do like Walmart, put that stuff behind the glass. You have to take inventory before the class let out.
It's crazy, and that's that's one of the better schools in the city. It's supposed to be. It has a mixed race, which is what it's a fluent area. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what.
But they're gonna drop it. They charge to kill
towards
aggravated assault.
Alpharetta, right?
Not some Buckhead. It's right outside Buckhead.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, right off Northside Drive. Yeah.
Okay, let's say it again. What are they mad at?
What are they mad? How are they that angry,
what
bro?
are they mad at?
That's what I'm saying, man. How are these kids is angry, man? I just don't get how they this angry at this age.
Because like I said, with the stabbing, many times he went into that kid. That was anger from something else.
Anger, bro.
Yeah, that
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
just because of whatever happened. That was something else. So now it try and figure out, you can't be angry about something that's going on in school. It's got to be something else at home, or it's got to be something else. But what are you in that area of all areas? What are you angry at?
What are you angry about? And that angry. That was a rage type thing, man. You know what I mean? The way he kept stabbing him. I don't know, man. It's just really unfortunate. What'd you say, Mike? Don't tell me that.
Like we just said, didn't look like he wanted to fight. Probably.
Mike read out that the kid that got stabbed was a special needs student. That's even worse. And they charged this kid with aggravated assault. I think he's of adult age. I think he's 16, 17 years old. You might just ruined your life, man, at this really, really early age.
Yeah, because I don't think that's one that's going to, what do you call it, expunged or whatever, or where they can work. What is it? What is when at a young age get charged with something if you...
The first offender type thing?
Yeah, and you actually, like, they send you to a boot camp or whatever. If you complete it, then it's sealed or something like, or removed or something like that. But have you ever seen something like that get that type of I guess what?
I mean, if you get a first offender, you can get that pretty much removed.
Even at that level of
You can. There's folks who've had some real stabbing issues, and they were able to rebuild their life. So it can happen. You know what I mean? It can happen if you give an opportunity. I just want them to get to the root of
why he was so angry.
why he was so angry. I haven't heard that part yet. You know what I mean? I want to find out because when you just watched him, he was angry. You know
And
what I mean?
in that area, you probably will be able to get some follow up on it. In certain areas, there's not going to be any follow up. It's done, and we just going to charge and keep it moving. I think in that area, which is not fair, but I think in that area, you may get somebody to try and figure out what else it was with this.
Yeah. Kids knowing fights going to start. That's the reason their phones are ready. And that's a lot of truth to that. I remember them doing TikTok challenges before to do stuff at schools or attack teachers, principals, whomever. Kiki said her son was terrified. Her son goes to that school. He didn't fight back at all. The kid was a special ed student. That's terrible, man. I didn't know that it was special ed. That makes the jump just even worse to me. It's like,
Yeah, bro. That one.
like I said, it justified why the kid would. There was no fight back.
Yeah,
man.
like I said, he probably was grabbing him to stop it or. Wow, that's.
So, and Kiki, you saying the kid that got stabbed was a special ed student, not the other one, right? I want to make sure the one that got stabbed was special ed. So how you get a win for that? Even in a fight standing, you don't get a
Right,
win. You don't get a win for that. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. These people are just different, bro. I don't know, man.
That was.
I just hate it.
bullying.
I just really hate it. And I hate this kid. Life is, the other kid.
Changed.
Your life.
Yeah.
I hope
Both of their lives changed.
Yeah, man.
Both of their lives are going to change because of that.
I know they charge with aggravated assault. So, and they got you on camera, and they got you going to your bag. You don't have a whole lot of defense.
Yeah, whatever he said. But again, it's a special needs kid, so like I said, it just makes it worse.
It does.
Hmm.
It does.
Man, I hate that one.
Protocol.
Hate that one. You silly.
Try to do it under my breath.
Yep. You can calm down. You're up 21-3 right now. Calm down a little bit.
We done blown leads in the fourth quarter last week. Yeah. That boy a chain. All he need one play. He go 80 yards on
Oh
you.
yeah.
You ain't catching him.
He will. Yeah, he'll take off on you.
That's why Frank probably ain't called in. Frank locked into the game.
I wonder if he's doing
He
it.
got his ritual, so
Oh, for real?
yeah, he got a ritual.
All right, so moving on, man. Again, prayers for the kid, for both of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, prayers for both of them kids, man, on both ends of that. Recently, T.I., Clifford Harris, actually was on a podcast, and they was talking about, did they ask him about church, or did they ask him about his relationship with God or his relationship with the church? But either way, he said that he actually doesn't believe that church is real because of all of the business side of church now. Had some people, I was listening to it on the radio too. They had some people that was calling in about it, and one lady called in, and it made, they was talking about tithing and all of that type stuff, and it made me think of this question after I say this. She was saying that, how, in regards to tithing and the offerings and stuff, how else is the church supposed to have the money to pay their tax bill, pay the salaries and all that type of stuff? It had me thinking, is tithing more in a big church than it is in a smaller church?
The amount you're supposed to give?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be.
I didn't think so either. So,
But the tithing is supposed to be standard. It's the building fund, the pastor's fund, the brick fund. Those are the things that are questionable. But the tithing is supposed to be, standard.
So, and do you think
Student who
that
was stabbed is supposed to have an assigned chaperone at all times?
the one that got
Student
stabbed?
who was stabbed is supposed to have an assigned chaperone at all times. Well, daggone, where was the chaperone at? An adult chaperone?
All right. Do they have
Or a student assigned chaperone
for each special needs
That's
child in the school? That's interesting.
That's interesting. There's a
Yeah,
whole
I
lot
know-
of questions got to be answered then.
Yeah, I know mine. It was a long time ago, but all of our, like I said, we called them special ed,
Mm-hmm.
but they were together. They was,
Did everything together.
yeah, they did everything together. So that's interesting. This if they're supposed to have a
We had
special
one in our
chaperone.
school. I remember his name. I saw him one day years later, and he had a heavy set dude, with the glasses that those
Mhm.
kids, the big bifocal.
Yeah.
And he just walked down the hall real fast. Just, just real. It was real,
Maybe.
And people always mess with him, man. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, I used to be like, man, leave Buddy alone, man. He ain't mess with y'all. Leave him alone, man. You know what I mean? Because he actually talked to me one day, man, because I was like, man, leave him alone, man. You know what I mean? He ain't mess with y'all, man. Leave him alone. You know what I mean? It's like, but it was weird, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's just... He walked down the whole million miles a second, bro. He used to trip me out. Boy. I was like, man, leave Buddy alone. He ain't mess with nobody. But leave him. I don't understand, man.
We didn't realize
but there's no in the world I would let anybody fight him. Is my point. There's no way you are not gonna
when
fight
you said
him.
the special needs, I was wondering also. There was nobody else that was there to take up for this kid.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
I don't remember having special needs like that. We had special education that just wasn't smart enough to keep up. And, it's shameful I should say this, but I have some cousins that, they showed up at my high school reunion, and I was thinking, I don't never remember seeing him in class, in not one class. I wonder if he was special ed. Because I never saw him, because they always, they had their classes together.
I've always said, man, you never know after graduation, man, what happens to all those people on the short bus. They just integrate in society, JT. What happens to them? Who tracks them down after graduation? They graduate, bro. They just release them to society, man. There's been a lot of people at the comedy club. I'd be like,
that was one of them.
you're one of them people.
That was-
I be like, you're one of them folk that they just release to society, man.
Hey, look, hey, maybe some of them grew up. Look, this is bad, but maybe some of them grew up and stabbed their parents.
Yeah.
Bad, but
Hey.
all right, man, get to the church thing. Get on the special needs people,
Man,
man.
you ain't right, bro.
We're gonna
sorry, man.
we gonna get in trouble talking about these people. We're gonna get canceled talking about these folk, man. Them and the alphabet people. Don't talk about them folks.
Oh, man.
Talk about them, get in trouble. So the church thing in regards to the business thing, do you think that the word has been watered down because of the business side of it?
Watered down. What a strong word. I will say there is some rainfalls in some places. You know what I mean? You know how it is, man. Religion is one of them things that's so sensitive to people. And some people can't handle you saying, "Oh, you don't talk about," you know what I mean? But it's just a different world we live in, man. And just you learn so much. But I do think there are people that take advantage of, that particular part of religion. I definitely think that. I don't think, people have the "what would Jesus do?" Well, there's nowhere in the Bible where Jesus was out there trying to,
Mm-hmm.
Get richer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
He was just the opposite. So I get, there's the house, and you have to have, there's things in the house you have to be taken care of. So, I understand there's bills. I understand. I got an uncle that's a bishop in Virginia, and he has his own church, and so I'm sure there's things that come with it, right? My brother is co-pastor of a church, and they have their own now, so I'm sure there's stuff that comes with it, So, but I do believe that there are a lot of false prophets. I do believe there are a lot of people out there who are taking advantage of, the offering and the tithes and all the extra things. I don't. If I'm at a church and I see that, that becomes the focus of it, man, I'm looking. What do I came in at? Out of there, bro. You know what I mean? Because you are. That's my thing is watered down. Hey man, y'all look at that score, but they came back again.
Oh wow.
So I do think it can be watered down. I really do. I do think there's people who take advantage of. They use the church and they use the word as a way to monetize it.
So they're basically taking advantage of people's beliefs.
Absolutely. Their beliefs and their desires. You know what I mean? We talked about it before, like this faith water.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right.
Bruh. You know what I mean? This water. And then you got people actually testifying. It worked for me. I opened the door and it was just $3,000 at my door. If you don't stop.
Because you drunk some water.
Because you drunk this water. If you don't stop. When I do that on the still again, y'all know what it is, boy. John New Smith. About time y'all figure out a way to use him. They would let him score against Miami. So, I think they need to wear something so we know what to watch out for. So yeah, I do think there's a lot of falseness out there, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I think there's a lot, and I understand when people say that that's what leads them away. And what T.I. was saying was, it didn't deter him from God.
Right.
It didn't deter him from his beliefs. It just deterred him from the church. And I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I can see where that would deter you from the actual church. You know what I mean? Because, when people start saying you have to go to church to go there, no, that's not what it says. You know what I'm saying? It's not what it says. You know what I mean? So, I do believe it can be, and I do think they can take advantage of people's beliefs and religion can be used as a fear tactic so much, man. And
would you dare say that in some it's cult-like?
Woo, what's cult like, JT? It's specific with your question. It's what cult like?
In regards to, with a cult, you have somebody that's a leader.
Okay.
And everybody is following that person's word. Whatever that person says is what they're doing. And this is what I say in regards to taking advantage of somebody's beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody believes in God this much, to where now this person is supposedly anointed and giving you the word from God, you're taking advantage of somebody's belief. So is it cult-like in the simple fact that they're going to do whatever this prophet, this anointed person is saying?
I definitely believe that there's some truth to that. I definitely believe that when you start hearing people speak on the man more than the word, then that's what I think it can become cult-like. There are some folks who would, you better not speak on their pastor. You know what I mean? You better not. They ready to fight, still fight, kid. That's when I think it becomes cult-like. because that pastor is still a man, woman, whatever whoever leads your church. They're still human. So don't hold them on a standard of a level that, they can't be touched. Yes, they can. You know what I mean? And we've seen it. I mean, you've seen so many videos of in history of people who out there just, taking full advantage of it. You know what I mean? And making and financially raking it in. And I definitely don't like that. I have real issues. I definitely think it can taint people's beliefs.
Mm-hmm. Especially the younger.
Yes.
Especially the younger.
And the older, and some people who aren't as young, maybe not super elders, because, people of our parents' ages, they would be more resistant, I think, not speaking for them, but in terms of a change, adapting to, they really still feel like you're supposed to go to church.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You this is where you're supposed to be at every Sunday, every Wednesday, you know what I mean? Where some people are like, I don't have to go to church.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't have to go. You know what I mean? That don't mean I don't believe. I can pray here. You know what I mean? So, yeah. What's your opinion on that?
Big churches, I'm not rocking with them. I've went to a couple, especially after the time that I've been here in Atlanta. I've gone to a couple, and when like I said, when you walk into church and you have to look at church on the TV in the back room, that's, to me, is, if I can do that, I can do this at the house. If it's not a smaller, what I like to call a community church,
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to really feel what I in a bigger church. It's hard for me to feel what I feel if I went to a smaller church. It's almost like the same thing. You know how they say when classrooms, when you have a class that's really, really big, you say you got 40 students to one teacher. All them students not going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
To where if you had 15 or 20 students, they're all going to get it differently than when you have 40. I feel the same way in regards to these huge mega churches. Pastor Wiley Jackson. He had a church out in Stone Mountain, small church. I used to go there. I loved it because his church was early enough where I can go church and then I can go play flag football. It was great. It was perfect. And he always got done on time because he had to go. I didn't know, but he had a mega church that he used to have to go to. And I went to the mega church one time, and I actually felt different. It was the same pastor, but it just felt different to me. It could have been because I walked in with the, preconceived notion in my head, and here I am going to one of these big churches. They ain't gonna feel the same. So it could have been that, but I actually felt different, and it was the exact same pastor. But if I saw him at the smaller church, I just took it in differently. I'm not a believer in that you have to go to church to, go to the next level or that type of deal. Because, I'm spiritual. I have a spiritual belief system that I roll with. So I don't need to be in the church to believe. Now, I can go to church and learn differently because, again, I've said it on this show before. I've tried to read the Bible. And just it didn't work for me. I was just reading it and wasn't getting anything out of it. So, but it has to be a smaller church. And honestly, I can't tell you how many times I actually did right by my tithes. I can't. If I did, it was a good month that month. It was a good month that I could do it, but I can't say that I've, what is it, 10%? 10%. Can't say that I've given my 10% every time that I have tithed. When I was most of my stuff was offerings. I didn't, do the whole 10% thing, and I didn't feel bad about it. That's another thing. If you go to a church and you only give an offering, if people around you or the church makes you feel guilty for only giving an offering, that's a problem. That's a problem. So, ask a cop, he always talk about, he feel that that's one of the main reasons why we are now where we are now with our younger is because church has been taken out. I don't know if church has been taken out. I think sometimes yeah. Oh, you're saying like, so even though you went out the night before Saturday night, you still had the discipline to get up and go. I can see that. Different lessons taught in it.
You're going to repeat what Dwayne said because they can't hear.
Oh, man. You had to grab that mic. That was a lot. He said some good stuff, though. Yeah, we can hear you. We heard you. I thought I heard you come through the speaker. Okay, so basically what Dwayne was saying is that, especially as a younger person, it's a discipline that's learned by going to church every week or going to Bible study. It's a discipline that's learned as a younger person because it's something that you had to plan for, something that you knew that you had to do. And I can see that, especially as a younger person, because let's face it, most of us at 8, 9, 10, 11 wasn't getting the word. It was just us getting to church. That's a lesson learned that you had to get up and, you had to do something that you probably didn't want to do, but you still did it. There's a discipline learned in that. Did I break it down well enough? I did. Okay.
But you know what? I think and then that goes back to the kind of church, right? Because I learned a lot as a kid. Because we spent a lot of time in church. I mean, a lot of time in church. You know what I mean? Between the Bible school and all the they had the kids' church. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of church.
Mine was Wednesdays and Sundays, and a choir rehearsal also sometime in there also because I was in the junior choir. Yeah. So.
He's saying that even with the downfall, it provides a structure. I 100% agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Church does provide a structure that is good for people, young people. I mean, I agree with you on that. It does provide a structure. And that's why I think it's so important, though.
Be cleansed, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think, to me, what damages the ties perspective is when you start getting, the preachers who start asking for tax returns. You know what I mean? And doing those things and shaming people.
Yeah.
If they don't pay their tithes.
Or calling somebody.
Oh, they used to have a roll. It's be a roll.
Calling somebody, or during the week,
It'd
like
be a roll.
collection agency.
I went to a church where they actually had, it was a roll book. And if you didn't have your tithe, you know what I mean, they would start sending you, letters saying, hey,
Yeah.
we're going to take you off the roll. You know what I mean? It's like,
Really? Like, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know about that one. You know what I mean? I think that starts bringing questions. So I think the tithes thing it can definitely deter people from it especially if you're basing your everything on it. I think that's what gets really, really dangerous. Don't base everything on it. Kiki said interesting statement right here. She said, where was it at? All churches beg the same. They beg so much in my younger years when I was less financially stable. Churches made me feel uncomfortable. I felt like I couldn't afford church.
See, that's
a big
that's where the
statement.
problem. That's where the problem lies. When you start feeling guilty for giving your offering, that's where I think, it can really deter you away from it, for sure. And like I said, with the younger people hearing that from other people, they're not gonna go. So it comes back to you got to make sure that you teach whatever word it is that you believe in at home a lot.
Yeah.
You have to do it a lot. You can't, and that's another thing. You just like with school. Yeah, you send your child to school to get an education, but at the same time, you need to speak some education into them also. You can't just send them so I think it's the same thing with church. You can't just send a child to church and expect for that child to get it all right about sinning and all of that type of stuff. You have to also, do your part at home also with it. So.
Yeah. Now I get what T.I. was saying. I can't say I disagree. I didn't disagree with his statement at all. I thought his statement was pretty profound, and it hits home to where a lot of people, are thinking. And that's face facts, man. We have a lot more knowledge now. You have a lot more. You can do a lot more research. You can do a lot more fact checks.
Yeah.
These are things that weren't available, to our elder generation.
So whatever was said from that
pulpit,
pulpit, that's what it was.
That's what it was. I mean?
Didn't even think of that. You're right. Whatever was said, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
No questions.
You couldn't go back and
couldn't question it.
Yeah, man. So
even if you read it and you read it differently, who are you to doubt the one that's anointed up there? Because again, you couldn't research it. So a little different.
How you had to find the information was a little bit different.
Yeah.
All right, that was our
Urban Atlanta chimed in and said he needs a mic. Yeah, we told him they were trying to get it on. It's hard to trust the church these days. It hit home for me. It's and again, man, it's what it is. It's what it is. But I don't think people should be shamed into it. I think you should give from your heart, whatever that is. They say it's supposed to be a cheerful giver. Well, let me be cheerful,
right,
and give you what I
can smile at.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to give you nothing where I got to be like,
because if you do the research of the 10%, you know what I mean? It gives you more information on what that 10% really supposed to be and what it boils down to, and it's a lot more to it. You know what I mean? But again, I've said this for years. You can take any Bible verse. I've said for years, you gave that Bible verse to 10 preachers, you'll get 10 sermons, all different.
Facts.
Just you know what I mean? Because everybody's going to interpret things the way they want to interpret it to relay the message that they want to put out. Just the reality of it.
Let me ask you this, and we're going to get off this church thing. This is our church content for the year. After this, we won't talk about it again in 2026. Do you know anyone that considers themselves a devout Christian?
Do I know anyone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to have a conversation to find out what makes you a Christian.
What makes you a Christian?
Mm-hmm.
What they believe?
Yeah, I'm about to say, you got to go on what their belief is, because the belief is, most people, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be they didn't check that spot.
Man, you're up 28-9.
I don't care.
Tell people that's been winning, because my team ever get up 28-9, boy, I'm celebrating. What?
According to most of their beliefs is going to be, when you're baptized, when you accept God as your personal Lord and Savior, you are a Christian. That's what.
Now, growing up,
Based on,
that's where I'm at. But I remember growing up, you did that part, but you also had to. There was other parts to it. There's no alcohol. There's no alcohol. There's no sinning. None of that. When you have to be saved to be a Christian. And again, this is, like I said, when there was no research and stuff like that, if you weren't quote unquote saved, you weren't a Christian.
I mean, the word "saved" I think is just a term, the Christian part is supposed to be, asking Christ to be your Lord and accept Him as your Lord and Savior, being baptized. That's what you're taught, and then all those things are supposed to be, and based on what church you go to, it's supposed to be. A good preacher's not gonna tell you, starting today, you can't sin no more. You know what I mean? Because they be lying to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just supposed to be a matriculation of, you're supposed to go step by step to becoming to doing those things that you feel good and righteous and holy about, and and then again, and then what are those things? I mean, all that stuff is gonna always be up for question. But I think you have to just. That's what I think the older folks are gonna. That's what their beliefs are.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You want to put a top 5 in the chat? The top 5 I was gonna do.
I thought you were gonna do it.
You want me to do it? This is what we was talking about earlier.
Let me read these comments real quick.
Okay.
But go ahead and do it. Go type it in.
Top 5 is going to be. Well, it's kind of hard now that I think about it because it's only for men. What have you done? What are some of the craziest things that you've done for that thing? For it, to keep it, to get it.
I don't think that should just. But you gotta think about who answering some of the questions. So I don't know. I don't really want to hear none of their comments.
You know what I'm saying?
So.
We'll say that one.
See what I'm saying? Y'all talking about don't worry about 28-3. No, man. I'm concerned. Go on, JT. I was depending on you, man. And you let's think about it. Let me read some of these comments real quick. They need to wear something so we know. Oh, no, I read that one. People take advantage of the weak. There's always been false prophets. Annalena said that there have always been false prophets. Even Jesus challenged them, calling them a generation of vipers. He was attacked by the religious leaders of the day. I hate the prophets. Profit makers, prophets.
Gotcha.
They deter folks from Christ's purpose for coming to redeem man and offer eternal life. Paraman says, study the word for thyself. Kiki said that's what the mother was asking. The mother stated when she arrived, I pay you guys to she's back on this on another topic. So I pay you guys to chaperone my child every day. Ooh. Yeah, she gonna go off on them folks. The churches are just a gathering of believers to go out and make disciples for Jesus. What happened to Wiley? I read that one. Tithes only 10%, nothing more. Will said, did you receive the sponsor from a boy? That is a game, guilt you into giving. Kiki says, I don't like the idea of tithes. I just think people should give what they choose when they choose. And the obligation to give anyone a percentage of what I've earned is pimping.
Whoa.
That's why I watch church online. So when it's time for offering tithes, I put mine in the savings jar at the house.
Wait.
Times go hard for me, I can go to my church savings jar and get help.
Pimping.
What she said.
Wow. Okay. Kiki said it.
Yes.
All right, so I mean, the holidays coming up. We've done some top fives about the holidays. You want to do Christmas songs?
It's too early, man.
You want to do that next week?
Yeah, you gotta do Christmas right before Christmas, man. You supposed to be.
What you got, Dwayne? You got something?
Come on, man. Come on, man. See what I'm talking about, man. Give me your top 5. Give me your. Hey, listen, this be good for our listeners right here. Give me your. Hold on, Dwayne. Y'all waited too long. Give me your top 5 preachers of all time. Give me your top 5 preachers.
Wow.
You got 5 preachers? God damn, how many church you went to in your lifetime?
Wow.
I mean, TV, radio. I know we got a couple of listeners out there. Give me y'all top 5 preachers or give me your top 5 preachers. JT ran from his top 5.
I mean, we could do it. Like I said, I could answer that all day. Crazy stuff I've done for that thing, but we can't be.
Are y'all ready for that one?
Go
for it.
I mean, you ain't want to hear.
They're not gonna respond. They better not respond. But go for it. That what you want?
All right, let's go.
That's it. Will.
Will.
Hey, Will, they bouncing around on me, Will. JT came in strong, said, don't worry, I got the top 5, so I cut my top 5 thought process off.
And like you said, I'm with it. I could do it.
Go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna do.
Let me say this. My top 5, what I was gonna suggest was not Christmas meal. Have we done Christmas movies?
We did it a long time ago. We got another touchdown.
So,
I don't care.
all right, let's go with the Christmas movies.
Shoot, make a statement.
All right.
I want to make a statement tonight. We're in position to make a statement.
Yeah, it's still the starting defense, but they're playing a prevent defense, which only prevents you from stopping people scoring. So yeah, top 5 Christmas movies of all time that you have. Well, it's too early for that one. You think it's too early?
Go ahead.
All right, top 5 Christmas movies in your opinion of all time. I'm gonna give you a 2-minute head start. We'll be right back. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
New phone. Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
The whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right? And I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left, it was dry to the right, it was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
New phone. Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right, and I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. We looked in the parking lot. It was dry to the left. It was
Classic
dry to the
Konversation
right.
with JT
It
and
was
Lowe.
dry
We back.
everywhere
We
you could
back.
see.
You already
My
went over
phone's on the
comments,
back of the
right?
trunk.
You got one more?
It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire
So, yeah, we're gonna get
area.
on with this,
And that
top
phone
five
went
Christmas
face
movies.
first. That joke ain't been
Dwayne,
back
what you
on
got?
since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
Now that is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Four. People don't say it's
Christmas movie. Yeah. Yeah, it was a Christmas party. That was a Christmas party.
number 3. Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, he got
Let them tell it. Both of them tried out for the same
for the same road, right? Yeah, that's crazy, right? Both of them tried out for the same one. Yeah, both of them got
Ready to find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
I used to be the heat miser. My brother would be the cold miser, man. We used to do them parties. I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. Hot. It melts in my clutch. I'm too much. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, sir. Well, you went back with that one, boy.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I told you, might never get the 5, yo.
Key said she want to hear ours, your top 5.
The original one. All of that whole like the 90 cartoon Frosty the Snowman. I religiously.
That's what it was, Frosty the Snowman. That was,
Yeah.
that was the cartoon. That was the name of it.
Yeah.
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty Snowman.
Y'all talking about the animated version? I mean,
Yeah.
The like the claymation version. I'm talking about the first animated.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
TV, the one that came on Frosty. Then they Rose and Reindeer.
Yeah, the one you talking about was Frosty the Snowman.
Right. But Rudolph was another one that was dope. And then it was there was a couple of them that they ran like they was, you see them every year. Yeah.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and go with mine. The Grinch That Stole Christmas, Lethal Weapon, Home Alone,
Mm-hmm.
This Christmas, and number one is The Best Man Holiday. I had a couple more up there, but I had to, because I knew, like, I had Friday After Next up there too, and I had Die Hard, but I knew somebody was going to get them, so that's why I came back with some more.
All right, so my mom went with the first one, which was The Preachers, and she got Reverend Richard Brown, Reverend Fleming from Texas, Reverend Fleming in Georgia, T.D. Jakes, Dr. Stanley.
Mm.
My aunt got It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street, Preacher's Wife, The Christmas Carol, This Christmas, Deck the Halls, Home Alone, Jingle All the Way. It ain't pimp and tell what pimp does. You go to work and give somebody else their money.
Hey, and when she said it, I was like, wow, that's, yeah.
Definitely gonna say Friday After Next. That was definitely one of mine. The Grinch. Did we say The Grinch That Stole Christmas? Anybody say that one?
Yeah, I said that.
You did. Home Alone. We know everybody said that one. Frosty the Snowman for sure. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for sure. This Christmas. Anybody say that one?
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all got all the good ones, man.
It wasn't me this time.
Medea's Christmas.
Yeah,
Nobody said that one.
yeah, that's a good one, though.
Deck the Halls. Y'all said Best Man Holiday.
What's the one with a boy?
Elf. Elf was a good one.
Oh, Elf was a good one.
And I'll just say the one Eddie Murphy did 2 years ago, Candy Lane Lane.
Yeah.
That was actually good.
It was actually good.
It was actually good.
What was the one where the boy put his
He
tongue on
might
the
was
pole?
a year without a Santa Claus. My bad.
What was the
Year
one
Without a
where
Santa
the boy
Claus. A classic
where
for
his,
sure.
his tongue got stuck on the pole?
Christmas story.
At a Christmas,
Christmas Story. Okay. Yeah.
I wanted to leave. I love that. I still love that movie too.
That was mandatory for my aunt on Lena Christmas Story. That was gonna be on her TV no matter what.
I triple dog dare
Triple dog dare you.
Who did it?
Nobody turns down a triple dog.
Mm.
Yeah, Rudolph was my favorite though as a kid, man. That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Oh, a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
A Charlie Brown Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
When it came on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Charlie.
Give up his rug, his blanket.
All I Want for Christmas. Jack Frost. Good one. Bad Santa. Good one.
Yeah, that's a good
Real good one.
that little goddamn little nigga.
He was bad.
Everybody nigga, man. Oh. Yeah.
Elf.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Underrated Christmas movie that I forgot. The Long Kiss Goodnight.
The Long Kiss
With
Goodnight.
Samuel and
Wow, that's right.
yeah.
That was a Christmas joint,
It was a
wasn't it?
Christmas movie. Yes. I watched that the other day.
Yeah, Samuel was funny in that
Yes,
joint.
yeah.
He was real funny in that
That
one.
was early Samuel.
Yeah.
Where he was getting away with all kinds of shit. You could tell nothing that was in the script. That was all him.
Hold on. Got The Night Before Christmas.
Mm.
Miracle on 34th Street. This Christmas. Home Alone 1 and 2. 12 Days Before Christmas. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Good deal. Good deal. I guess we starting to get into the spirit. No, that's something else too. About the Oh yeah, that's why you're a defensive back. Put his hands on the ball to knock it down. That's about it. Don't even be trying to knock it down. Be trying to catch it, but it still gets knocked down. Great show. Appreciate everybody tuning in as usual. Angelo, where y'all at this week, bro?
Tomorrow night, man. Tradition. Wait a minute. Got another one just came up. The Best Man Holiday. The Preacher's Wife. This Christmas. Miracle on 34th Street. And A My Dear Christmas. A My Dear Christmas.
Yeah, that This Christmas is all I always get. I like that one. That's a good one.
Tomorrow night we have Traditions Global Cuisine, man. Tomorrow, boy Reggie Reed hosting. Thursday night, open mic with Destiny at KOD. Friday night we had Ladies Night show. Sunshine, Starletta, and somebody Shine. I don't remember her name. I've never seen her, so it's gonna be interesting. And then Saturday night, got the OG, Kenny Howell in the building. So that should be good. He's an extremely funny brother out of Detroit. And that's it, man. Steady rocking and rolling.
Good deal. Not much for me.
And saw
this
you,
time,
man. I say this, man, real quick, man. JT was, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I watched it, man. When I say JT was all over Beyond the Gates, that episode.
Yeah.
JT, I said, man, they must have really liked your gear, bro, because they put you in darn there. Once they saw you the first time, you were in every scene. You over there drinking wine.
Yeah.
You over there turning down the snacks. You over here. I said, God dog, boy.
Dude
They
told
put you all out. I mean, you was in every scene.
Dude told me, he said, hey, man, he said, I want you to act like you the one that run the golf store and you know everybody.
You knew everybody.
So walk around and talk to everybody and
Hey.
smile with them and laugh with them
You
like,
did
you
just
know,
that.
you know every last one, every person in here. Like, all right, no problem.
You did
no
that.
problem.
You was everywhere, man.
Yeah, no problem. No
You was
problem
everywhere.
at all.
That's good stuff, man. That's CBS, man.
Yeah, no, that's my
CBS,
CBS. That's my CBS debut right there,
CBS, bro. That's
yeah,
big, man.
That's my CBS debut
big,
right
man.
there.
Yeah, he was all over the place, man. I said, boy, look at Jay. There you go again.
Yeah,
The first season, it was just your bald head just walking by. But after that,
face shots.
you were everywhere. You were everywhere. That was good stuff, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Congratulations, Pittsburgh. My bad. Go ahead. Y'all know y'all was stressed out being doing the podcast on Steeler game, man. I don't know if I did that before, but that was stressful.
Hey, I was gonna commend you on that too, because you was able to do both. Couple times you got stuck. Then you go like, so yeah, man, yeah, I believe what T.I. said, Yeah, he'd be a mid thought.
Hey, wait on that.
So yeah, man, yeah, what he said, I don't disagree with nothing he said. Forgot what he was gonna say.
True story.
Forgot what he was gonna say. Yeah, but appreciate that, bro. I don't think anything else of mine is popping up. I did see, can't remember the name of that movie. Some movie on all Black channel. I did see myself up there. I got to check it out again. I hadn't looked at the whole thing, but yeah, man, climbing them steps, bro. Climbing them steps. Your open mic thing. People just show up.
Show up, sign up, go up.
All right. I was on set with some people today. Two dudes was trying to find an open mic thing. We didn't have our phone, so I couldn't call you at that moment and find out. So I'm gonna make sure I reach out to Harold. He want to come back up here too so that he can talk about the movie. He's actually producing. He wrote it and he's producing this movie. Yeah. He's stepping his game up big time. He's stepping it up, trying to get on the backside. That's where the money at, to be honest with you. That's where the money is at. That's gonna do it for me. I got something else. What's your man's name? I can't think of his name. Went to Macon. Rodney, the movie that Ron put me in, he's directing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
directing
dope.
it. I found that out last week. Yeah, he's going to be directing the joint, so I'm excited about that one. That one's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool. I read my lines and everything, so yeah,
Good deal.
got some good stuff in that one. So that's going to do it, man. We will be back here next week. I know some people was asking, we'll be back next week. And we'll let you know. Yeah, we probably got to do the New Year's version too, so we can do them resolutions that we promise. I know one time we were supposed to been promising to be on time. we kind of we stuck to it for a little while, like every other resolution that people make, and being in shape.
That means we can
more.
make it again.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again. We'll do it again. We're gonna do it again. See if we can last longer than February this time.
Hilarious.
All right, man. So that's gonna do it for us. Appreciate you again. You know, share this thing, get it out to these folks, man. We got the yeah, I had a lot of thought today. So yeah, we got to get this thing popping again like it was before. It ain't popping like it was before. We got to get it back out there. So again, we got to start doing TikTok again.
I agree.
Yeah, we got to start doing TikTok again. So that's gonna do it, man. We will see you guys next week. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo, and we out. You dig?
Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.